Rational numbers. Number 1, 7/18 is 0.3888. The dash over the last 8 shown indicates that this number is repeated without n, which means this is a rational number. Number 2, 0 is a rational number because it can be written in the form of x over y, in which x and y are both integers. Remember, 0 is an integer and 1 is an integer. Since 0 can be represented as 0 divided by 1, it is a rational number. Number 3, the square root of 7 is 2.64575. This number cannot be represented as a quotient of two integers. It contains neither a repeating nor terminating decimal. Therefore, the square root of 7 is an irrational number. Number 4, 0.3 is a rational number because it can be represented as a quotient of two integers. That is, 0.3 is the same as 3/10. Number 5, pi is an irrational number because it contains neither a repeating nor terminating decimal, nor can it be represented as a quotient of two integers. Number 6, 9/16 is a rational number because it can be represented as a quotient of two integers. Number 7, 0.875 is a rational number for two reasons. First, it contains a terminating decimal. Second, it can be represented as a quotient of two integers. 0.875 is equivalent to 7/8. Adding and subtracting rational numbers. In the following problems, we will be adding and subtracting rational numbers. Please note that the fractional answers will always be represented in their simplest form. We are adopting this practice so that you will become accustomed not only to finding the answer, but understanding that this answer does not necessarily have to be represented in its simplest form. Number 1, 2/3 plus 1/9. In order to add these numbers, they must have a common denominator. Since 3 will divide into 9 evenly, 9 is the common factor or least common denominator. Multiply 2/3 by 3/3 to obtain 6/9. Now the problem reads 6/9 plus 1/9, which is 7/9. Number 2, 4/7 plus 3/5. As before, we need to find a common denominator. Both of the denominators 5 and 7 are prime numbers. Thus, we need only multiply 7 by 5 to obtain the least common denominator, which is 35. 4/7 times 5/5 is 20 over 35. 3/5 times 7/7 is 21 over 35. 20 divided by 35 plus 21 divided by 35 is 41 over 35. Number 3. Because the numbers below are represented as decimals, we do not need to find a common denominator in order to add them. Simply align these numbers by their decimal points and add them together. 0.875 plus 0.45 plus 1.5 is 2.825. Number 4, 3/16 plus 7/2 plus 5/8. In order to add these numbers, we need to find a common factor. Since 16 is evenly divided by 2 and 8, let 16 be the least common denominator. Multiply 7/2 by 8 over 8 to obtain 56 over 16, and 5/8 by 2 over 2 to obtain 10/16. Adding 3/16 plus 56/16 plus 10/16 yields 69 divided by 16. Number 5, -9/10 plus 3/4 minus 6/12. The least common denominator is 60. Multiply -9/10 by 6 over 6 to obtain -54 over 60. Multiply 3/4 by 15 over 15 to obtain 45 over 60. And finally, multiply -6/12 by 5 over 5 to obtain -30 over 60. First, let's combine the numbers with like signs. -54 divided by 60 minus 30 divided by 60 is -84 over 60. Now we have 45 minus 84 divided by 60. 45 minus 84 is negative 39. Thus we have negative 39 divided by 60. Since both of the components are evenly divisible by 3, we can further simplify this problem. Negative 39 divided by 3 is negative 13, and 60 divided by 3 is 20. The final solution is negative 13 divided by 20. 0.0054 plus 1.75 minus 4.32. First, add the two positive components 0.0054 and 1.75 to obtain 1.7554. Then add 1.7554 to negative 4.32, which is negative 2.5646. Remember that the final result takes on the sign of the larger number. Multiplying and dividing rational numbers. Number 1, 8/15 times 2/3. Multiply 8 by 2 to obtain 16 and 15 by 3 to get 45. The solution is 16/45. Number 2, multiplying 6/18 by 5/9 is 30 divided by 162. To further simplify this problem, break the numerator and the denominator into its simplest form. For example, this problem can further be simplified because 3 times 2 times 5 is 30, and 2 times 3 times 3 cubed is 162. Since the numerator and the denominator contains like numbers, 2 and 3, they can be canceled out. Now we are left with 5 divided by 3 cubed, which is 5/27. Number 3. 3/8 times 4/6 times 6/12 yields 72 divided by 5/76. This problem can be further simplified because 72 will go into 576 8 times. Thus we have 72 divided by 8 times 72. 72 is present in both the numerator and the denominator. Thus we can cancel 72 out and we are left with 1 divided by 8. 1/8 is our final solution. Multiplying or dividing rational numbers. Number 4. 7 divided by 45 divided by 49 divided by 9. In order to solve this problem, invert the denominator 49 divided by 9 and multiply it by the numerator 7 divided by 45. The problem is now 7 divided by 45 times 9 divided by 49. Let's simplify the problem. 5 times 9 is the same as 45, and 7 times 7 is the same as 49. Now the problem reads 7 divided by 5 times 9 times 9 divided by 7 times 7. The 7s and the 9s cancel out, and we are left with 1/5 times 1/7, which is 1/35. Number 5, 0.755 divided by 0.25. Before we attempt to solve this problem, let's eliminate the decimals. 755 divided by 1,000 is the same as 0.755. And 1/4 is the same as 0.25. Now the problem reads 755 divided by 1,000 divided by 1/4. It reads 755 divided by 1,000 times 4 divided by 1. 1,000 is the same as 250 times 4. Thus the 4's cancel out, leaving 755 divided by 250. 755 is equivalent to 151 times 5. And 250 is 50 times 5. Thus the 5's in the numerator and the denominator cancel each other out. The solution is 151 divided by 50. 4/5 divided by negative 3/15 is 4/5 times negative 15 over 3. Negative 15 factors into negative 5 times 3. 5 and 3 cancels out, leaving negative 4. Evaluate the following variable expressions. Number 1, 5 times z. Let z equal negative 2. Thus 5 times z becomes 5 times negative 2, which is negative 10. Number 2, 4 times y squared plus x. Let y equal negative 3 and x equal 4. The problem now reads 4 times negative 3 squared plus 4. Negative 3 squared is 9, and 4 times 9 is 36. 36 plus 4 is 40. Number 3, x plus y divided by z. Let x equal 4, y equal negative 3, and z equal negative 2. 4 plus negative 3 is 1, and 1 divided by negative 2 is negative 1/2.